Oh dear God, you guys, it's early. Hi, I'm Lisa for wtfLisaTarot. I get messages through songs, so when you're put in, when you're put out. Like, share, subscribe, and follow. Drop a tip, CashApp, wtfLisaTarot. Shop my stores, wtfLisa eBay. It's very random. Something to admire. Oh, sorry, I got JTT. That's not JTT. He's just JT. Who's JTT? Oh, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. That was a random flashback. I'm gonna start this over and then finish my spiel, and we'll come back to this. That's very weird. My other shop is wtfLisa.com. Candles, sage, incense, and bath salts, handmade soap, candles. Some I make, some I don't. Jewelry, handbags. I almost said handmade handbags. That's not true. I have Coach handbags. I have like a Star Wars one, a couple Star Wars things. Just some Harry Potter stuff. And then personal readings, phone video chat. I start this over again. Sorry. Video chat and pre-recorded video. So I got mirrors, Justin Timberlake. I said JTT for Jonathan Taylor Thomas, and I totally forgot about that guy. JT and JTT. People are mixed up. We have our, if you're on that twin flame divine being thing, there's a lot of misinformation, a lot of mix-ups, people confusing karmics with, and a lot of you are coming out of that now. Just something to admire, cause it shines something like a mirror. And I'm not even getting into all of it because there's so many variances and people like to argue because their journeys are different. And whatever it is, the journey is different. But for the most part, you're supposed to be fucking healing and doing good shit, not being a dickwad. But sometimes your mirror, 10 of Swords, is your opposite. Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. So this is energy of one of you grows and moves forward, ready player one, but the other one is held back because they're an idiot. We have lose you now, I'm looking right at the other half of me. So we have this light versus dark, your good side versus bad side, angel versus devil. One always wins, one always loses. They were meant to lose. It was written blah, 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 blah. And then other people are going, oh, no, well, then yours is a different story, tune out. Or just grab some popcorn and be like, man, I'm glad that's not me. Because I can remember, oh. For some of you, it's not even that. You yourself are a mirror. Like Heyokas and Dark Empaths that are, like, actually good, though, not like the mean ones. I mean, they come across as mean, but they're not. The thing with those is they're truthful, and that's what stings. The truth hurts. So people get mad because you'll say, and you don't even mean to. You'll just like walk in a room and make a joke, and then someone's like mad. And I find like I'll be ranting about something, and someone unrelated to anything gets triggered, and then they're trying to destroy me. And I've talked about that many times in other readings where someone will take something wrong, or they just don't ask questions, they just attack you. And you're like, okay, I don't want to have this argument. Have a good night. And then they're just like, I will not have a good night. And then they act irrational. And then you block them. And they'll, if it's online, they'll make 10 new accounts, get their buddies to block. You will not block me. You will continue to watch me melt down and blame you. All because you said to have a good night. If it's online or in public. I live in Vegas, so we get drunk people act a fool, but so I hesitate to use real life examples as I'm in Vegas, so it's extreme here. I remember one time I was working at a store, and this crackhead lady who wanted to buy flip-flops, which is fantastic. And so she stood at the counter and would not hand me the flip-flops so I could, number one, scan them and take the alarm off so that she could take them home. She did not want me to do that. She wanted to hold them. And she wouldn't stand close enough so I could reach. So I'm like, I really don't know what you want me to do here. She's holding up the line. She wouldn't do anything. She just wanted to stand there. And I said, lady, you either got to hand me the shoes or you got to stand to the side and let me help someone else. And she tried to lunge over the counter at me and attack me. And she started screaming all these names like I said something terrible. So you just never know. Some people are just looking to fight, and there's something about you. People either love or hate you. In other ways, some people treat me very awesome, and they're amazing. And Sometimes they get mad when I'm talking about other people. I'm like, I'm literally not talking about you. There's no way I could be talking about you. You're awesome. I'm talking about someone else. But people just get confused. And also, same energy is misinformation. When you look into a mirror, it's backwards. Four of Wands. I don't even know if this makes any sense. Devil. It's just misinformation. Things are backwards. Seven of Wands, Four of Wands. People get things backwards, get things wrong. They refuse to look in the mirror and see, but at some point you have to look in the mirror. Ace of Wands, Eight of Wands. Face what you see. King of Wands, Hanged Man. Really, and to me, this energy is really thinking about it. Take a look at the man in the mirror. You know, you're out, and a lot of people do say I'm judgy because I make jokes and I'm very sarcastic, and yeah, I do come across as judgy, and I can be, and I understand that about myself, but I judge myself too just as hard. I have a very huge philosophy of each one, teach one, and it's this thing too where I think back, and it's a funny reference of Mark Wahlberg and the other guys. Now he makes fun of ballet, but he knows how to do ballet. And people never consider that. You know, I make fun of crafting all the time. And I get people mad, but like I literally sell handmade soap and candles. I have a crafting cart. I hooked up. Like I'm into that shit too. That's why I make fun of it, because that's just how I am, you know. And I enjoy crafting. I think it's awesome what people make, but I also enjoy making jokes about every damn thing in the world. And it was kind of what I was born to do. It took me a long time to reconcile that. Most people, they don't like it. They don't understand that they can just do something else. No, they have to destroy you. I don't like it, so I have to destroy you. You know what? I existed before this moment. I will exist after. Why don't you just go your own way? Nope. They just can't. Something about you triggers them to think, and they don't want to think. Temperance, Five of Swords. No, because Page of Cups, death. They'll have to think for a minute. And likewise, too, sometimes they'll say something and you'll have to think. So it's not always like, oh, I'm smarter than everyone, I'm teaching everyone lessons. It's duality. You learn too. So it's the same vibe. Inspiration of this precious song. You know what's funny about this song is he says with a pocket full of soul, like S-O-U-L. And for years I thought he said soap. S-O-A-P. So that's how I was singing it. I'm like, oh, cool. He loads up his pockets with soap and he holds hands and goes. And I'm like, I even Googled it once, and the lyric thing I saw, it said soap. And I'm like, oh, he really does say it. And I didn't think to check another source. That's another interesting thing. I was just saying people just assume and jump at you and not check another source. They just take things at face value, the mirror, the surface, or they just don't want to see anything past face value. But at some point, you're going to have to. I'm going to just close out this reading. It'll go on and on. Queen of Pentacles, but Three of Swords. This is killing illusions. Queen of Cups, Four of Cups, facing things as they are. Two of Swords, cutting the bullshit out, facing my reflection, all and everything I do. Just said, don't be ass backwards.